right, welcome to Primos for Life, the wrestling podcast made for the fans, by the fans. Como siempre, yo soy Eddie, el niño vaque. We got Ariel, the Ecuadorian dream bisueta, and we are your self-proclaimed, undisputed co-host tag team champions of the world. And in tonight's episode, we recap all the wild action from Monday Night Raw, live out of Providence, Rhode Island. From Bron Breakker taking out Sami Zayn to the Kabuki Warriors reuniting, and LA Knight, having the final moment of the night, plus so much more. Entonces, como siempre, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get it on. Primo, welcome to Monday Night Primos. What's up, bro?
that was a diabolical laugh or an entry there. Yes, man. Man. very October, very Halloween, man. How are you, man? Throw everything on my side, man. Everything good with you?
Yeah, man. I had a really good day, really productive day, and super hyped to always jump into a new episode with you, man, because we always have fun, and I'm ready to make fun of some stuff because I jotted some stuff down from this past episode of Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw, where they're coming from Providence.
Yeah.
Right, Providence, Rhode Island. So,
I'll jump in, bro, because I got it ready to roll.
The Raw going into Saturday night's main event, going into Evolution.
Yes.
So you figure there's going to be a bunch of, the last moments and spots and standing talls and things along those lines that you kind of start reading into for the match preparations and everything. So, yeah, man. Why don't you go right on ahead then?
And it's funny because I literally wrote that halfway through my notes. There's a lot of promos, a lot of recaps and promos inside the episode.
I circle the matches. There's like 5 matches on this 2.5 hour episode. Like that's it.
Yeah, it's crazy. But all right, let's jump into it. So the show opens up with Seth Rollins and crew, and they just come out to, set the tone. And just as Seth Rollins is about to speak, boom, Bron Breakker takes the microphone and he starts whining and complaining about, well, first he says that, the reason why he's part of this group is because, it's to set him up to be the face of the company for the next 2 decades. But the one person that he doesn't envision in that vision is Sami Zayn's stupid face, stupid beard, just, he's a lazy bum, doesn't go to the gym. Like, I was just like, yo, dude, like, are you attacking Sami or are you attacking the fans? Because, a lot of everybody, hit the gym once in a while. Sometimes you work late, like stuff happens, man. You got to go for the pizza. I felt personally attacked, for
the pizza. It was, I was like, oh man, we're going personal on it. Like, you stupid face. And I was actually kind of shocked that like when Heyman went to hand the mic to Seth Rollins, Breakker, like, and I was like, ooh. I was like, maybe some kind of dissension in the ranks. And then they started passing it around like it was a doobie. And I'm like, you know what? Never mind. This didn't go from as cool as I thought it was going to be. It was, then Bronson Reed came out and started talking smack about Jey Uso, and then Paul Heyman started yapping about Roman Reigns and Penta.
Talking Spanish promo.
Yeah, man. And I was actually just kind of happy that like at the end, like when he handed the microphone back to Seth, I was like, please just say something like, all right, it's wrapped up. Like, I don't need to say anything. And when he did, I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, oh, yes. Thank you very much for that. Because, it was good. Everything else was fine. I didn't need to hear anything from Seth Rollins at that point.
Yeah.
It was just unnecessary. So I thought it was a good promo. And props to Heyman for dropping some Spanish language. Yeah, man. I was digging that. It was funny. So
it is sucio de nada. And I was like,
man,
what?
Sucio. I'm like, damn. like that's what I say to the guys in the kitchen. I'm like, sucio. Right? Yeah. I'm like, nah, I call him sucio. I'm like, sucio. Que sucio. Like, yeah, man. So that's hurtful, man.
Yeah, but then we get a quick replay of the Judgment Day getting their titles back, which leads us into the Judgment Day Funhouse, as you call it.
Judgment Day Clubhouse.
Right. And by the way, awesome segment. I love the opening shot of the scene of like the whole segment where all the titles are just chilling on the table, like pretty dope. I like that, you know. And then I just love the whole interaction. I like the ofrenda that they did for Liv Morgan. I was like, what happened? I literally did the same thing, bro. I was like, what?
I looked at it, I was like, oh, come on, man. I was like, very Coco moment right here. Like, come on, man. Like, I was like, oh, that was funny. That's when Raquel came up. She's like, yo, she's not dead.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Overall, really awesome segment.
Awesome.
And then the cherry on top too was like, oh yeah, guys, thanks for the cake, the get well soon cake. And I was like, that wasn't us. And then they dip, and then get well soon from AJ. And then AJ like he just pops out.
Peeking around a plant like nobody noticed this 6'1", 240-pound man hiding behind leaves.
It's not a secure area for the clubhouse.
Apparently not. Like I'm like, wow, they literally just put curtains up for this. Like, oh man, this is not the Judgment Day clubhouse I thought it was.
Yeah, no, but awesome segment. But then ultimately that leads us into the first match of the night, which is Kairi Sane versus Roxanne Perez. I'll let you take this one away.
Solid match. There was a couple sloppy things. There was a really bad head scissor that Sane tried to deliver, and Perez just oh my, it just looked really bad.
And the Miss Hurricane Rana, did you see that one too?
I was like, this is so there was two bad spots there, but I like the win for Kairi Sane.
Yep.
Roxanne Perez is still new, so I think it's fine to have her take the L there. It doesn't hurt her. The win to say, and right before this came on, they were speaking about at Evolution. They were doing the 4-team tag team championship, and they still didn't have the Raw representatives. And I'm sitting like, all right. So the minute Kairi Sane won, and then Raquel Rodriguez came in, and they started wearing her down. I'm like, okay, great. Here comes Asuka, and here's your 4-team in this tag team turmoil or whatever you want to call it. So
just say Fatal 4-Way, man.
Fatal 4-Way, great, man. Whatever, man.
Yeah,
Fatal
tag
4-Way.
team turmoil.
Hey, man. You know, sometimes you have to switch it up a little bit. So I thought it was good. I liked it. I'm a fan of Kairi Sane anyway. So I think it was great to have Asuka come back. Now she has something to do after losing the Queen of the Ring, because I don't know if they really had a plan. So I think putting her there and putting her back with Kairi Sane gives her, backup and momentum and stuff. So yeah, I great. I thought it was fine. I was good with it. Like I said, I'm glad Kairi Sane got the win, and her and Asuka are back.
Yeah. No, I agree too on the match. It was decent match. A couple of misses there, here and there, but like you said, as soon as you saw Asuka come out for the rescue, and Corey Graves was like, "Oh, the Kabuki Warriors are back," and it's like, "Oh, okay, they're going to be the 4th team. We're setting this up." So this is that at that point, this is where you realize, oh, this is just setting everything up for this weekend. Literally, it's like, so we didn't have room to breathe with new segments. This is just, hey, let's wrap up the next show and let's get there. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
I mean, they got a bunch of straight wrestling coming. You got SmackDown, then you got NXT, then you got the PLE, and then you got Evolution the next night. It's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, man,
yeah. But then we get the replay of last week's Sami Zayn attack, which leads into an interview where he basically says, "I got too much on my plate," and he doesn't care about anything else, and that he will deal with Karrion later. But then Scarlett comes out, just stands there staring, and everybody's like, you gonna say something? And she's just like, no. Cool, all right.
Now I'm getting annoyed. Because you wasted it with the loss. Like, this is so I know you're setting up for something again. I get it. I'm just, like I said, I think it's being mishandled. And it stinks because Hunter's been, since he's taken over, everything's been clicking and going well. And I think there's been a couple of missteps, and I think a lot of more missteps now than prior. And it stinks that I'm saying that. And I'm not trying to trash the product at all.
Right.
I still love it. I enjoy it. And, but yeah, I think this is, not a fan, but I see.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just one of those things that we just got to chop up to just everything's being rushed right now. We've had PLE after PLE literally in 2 week spans each time, or less than a week. So it's like, yeah, everything is being shoved down our face, our throat. I get it, but hopefully, the build up to SummerSlam isn't like this. It'll hopefully we get to enjoy the ride. But okay, whatever.
We'll see.
Yeah, but then we get American Made talking to Adam Pearce, and they are being informed that El Grande Americano is competing, and then which I thought was an awesome segment. But then Ivy demands a match at Evolution, and she's like, Adam Pearce is like, well, you got one. You're going to be in the Rumble. And
yeah,
so,
she wants to be in the Battle Royal. She's like, I want to be in the Royal. He's like, you are. She was like, okay.
Okay, right, pretty much. And then that's when the Kabuki Warriors come in. They're like, hey, Adam, we want match. And we're just like, yes, we knew this from 20 minutes ago. Don't sweat it.
I was like, come on, man. Like, we penciled this in already. Like, come on.
What are you doing?
there was nothing to do. Like,
I wish Adam was like, yeah, we knew that 20 minutes ago in the ring. Like,
well, look, he was like, we're on the same page, or he said something like that,
yeah.
But you couldn't hear it because Asuka and Kyrie were both trying to like speak over each other.
Yeah,
and so, but yeah, it was. Like I said, we knew it was going to happen, but
yeah,
sure, sure. Why not?
Yeah, why not? And then we get a Nikki Bella promo saying that she will also be in the Rumble because that interaction with Liv Morgan lit a fire inside of her. And I'm just like, boo.
I didn't know it then, but it lit a fire in me. It's like, you didn't know it then.
Really?
Like, come on. You didn't try to sign on for more than one appearance. Like, come on, man. Like, no, it was, I get it. Like, she wants to be at the, I mean, also you kind of need to bring some legends back the same way you did at the Rumble. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I get it. And she still can, be in the ring especially if she's in a battle royal.
Yeah.
This isn't a singles match where she has to be performing for 15, 20 minutes at a clips. If she does, she can, be on the ground for a bunch of it or, whatever, in a battle royal. So,
yeah,
fine. Thank you for
making
it. I don't want to say quick because it wasn't quick, but just like, all right, we get it.
Yeah, we get it. But then because of that Sami interaction earlier, that's when we actually have him finally come out to the ring, because that is the second match of the night, the next match of the night, which is against Bron Breakker, right? And then by this point, we're like already an hour in. And all I wrote for this match, because we can move on to the next thing, was Sami just loves to get beat up, because Bron Breakker just destroyed this man up and down, left and side to side of the ring, all over the place. And it was just like, ooh, but Bron got a clean win. So that's cool. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think what the note I have is, well, first of all, Karrion Kross came out again and hit Zayn with a pipe in the ribcage area.
Wasn't that a replay?
No.
Oh, I thought that happened last week.
No, they did in the back, but this time he came out and did it again.
Oh, that's right.
So Medical was there, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna go. I can fight, man. Let's go." that's my Sami Zayn impression. And so, he's like, "I can go," and then Breakker comes out, and the note that I have here is literally the Breakker kills Zayn. He just kills him. Like he's just going back and forth like a ping pong ball off the ropes, and then he just spears this fool. And I'm just like, oh man. And then we find out later on that he is out indefinitely.
Yeah. Ha ha ha.
Like he needs
all
vacation.
Part of the plan.
Vacation?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Well deserved. But and then we get to one of your favorite segments of the night. We get the Bayley Lyra replay reminding us that their match was a draw, and then apparently set everything up for a triple threat at Evolution. I was like, I know that this is what we've been asking for, but I wanted it at SummerSlam. I didn't want it because once you see the full card of the Evolution PLE, I'm like, it's a lot of matches. It's like 8 matches. It's a lot.
How long is the PLE supposed to be? What, 3 hours?
Yeah, but
8 matches. I mean, if you don't have a lot of filler, you don't have a lot of segments, right? You can pull this off. If you don't have a lot of segments, because you're talking 8 matches, you give everybody what, 15 minutes?
Yeah,
that's 3 hours.
Yeah, but my thing is this, right? You got 2 PLEs back to back, right? Like on Saturday and Sunday, and you got 3 matches on one, and you got double that or more on the second night. So,
Well,
what's going on?
remember the Saturday night's main event is only going to be 2 hours
Ah, that's right.
because
NBC.
it's on NBC. So
Yeah.
2 hours, and then once again subtract the commercials.
See, you're right. You're right.
So you're going to see maybe another match, maybe 2 added.
Yeah.
Because what was the last one? 5 matches, 4 matches? I forget what it was. I think it was like 4.
Yeah. 4. Well, no, they added the last one, but in the last minute, which was Zelina, right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So 5. So they have 3 already. So yeah, they'll probably, they'll add one from probably tonight, and then announce one on SmackDown.
On SmackDown, yeah. Hey, okay, all right. Well, now I'm gonna let you have this one because this is where we get the New Day segment, and I literally wrote, "Let Ariel take the wheel on this one."
Man,
paint the picture first.
I'm very annoyed. First I'm just I'm very annoyed. No, I'm just annoyed. I'm annoyed the whole thing. So, especially because of the way it went. So, you see, the War Raiders or the Viking Experience or whatever. You see them talking to Pierce and being like, whenever that tag opportunity comes up, we want to be at the front of the line. And he's like, no problem. I'll take that under advisement, whatever, cha-cha-cha. And then you see the War Raiders get all stunned and they look and then they pan out and you see the New Day dressed as if they were going to a funeral. I mean, with the full black veils and they carrying flowers and just looking as obscenely hysterical as you possibly could. And I was there for every moment of it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was great. No, it was great. And this is why they saying they botched this tag thing. But so they said, hey, we're in mourning, and Pierce like, it's evening. He's like, well, we're grieving, whatever, cha cha cha. So they say, when do we get our rematch? And then the War, and so I'm like, yes, of course, the rematch that exists, that doesn't exist, exists. But does it? So once again, but this time the War Raiders are like, well, you said when we lost, you said no rematch. You should give it to other people like next to the line. You shouldn't get an automatic rematch. So now they're trying to hold that over the New Day. Okay, fine. I see what you're doing.
I'll bite.
Fine. It's good to have the New Day still be heels. You have to get them involved. You have to figure this out. I don't know how you're gonna keep Judgment Day's faces, or if now New Day has to work their way to get back to the championship to build it for SummerSlam, maybe. I don't know. But Kofi and Xavier are hysterical, always, and their outfits were genius. So, no, I think it's good. I loved it.
Yeah. No, it was an awesome segment. I enjoyed it. But I think the part that kind of pissed me off was like, Becky Lynch coming like, and you did the right thing by getting rid of Big E and this and that, trying to play on the heel thing. And I'm just like, girl, shut up. Go to the ring. Like, nobody want to see you.
Get your ass to the ring so I can fast forward.
But then we move on to the next segment where we get the Rusev Sheamus replay. Again, another replay. So a lot of replays, promos, or replay promos, because I wrote that for Rhea's later on in the evening. But yes.
Oh, my God.
But we got reminded of how awesome that match was, because I truly still stand by the fact that was an awesome match. But then once the replay is over, we see Seth Rollins talking to Bron, telling him he's proud of him, and then Paul is when comes out, and that's when he tells him that Sami's out indefinitely, and reminds Broncito, because everybody's celebrating, but Seth is like, hey, Broncito, don't you forget, you got to take out Jey Uso next. And he's like, I got it raw. That's how I remember it, at least.
I know for a fact it wasn't I got it raw, but I can appreciate the sentiment behind it. Yes. Yeah. And ultimately the sentiment behind it was, I got it raw.
Because he always raw it, right? Because he's like,
it was some kind of fool. It's like, he won't be a problem when I'm done with him, or something like that.
But you see how your voice went to the when I'm done with him.
It was that stupid shit. It's like, I was like, okay, Rosin Reed, great, wonderful. Yes, that was that happened.
Yeah, but that basically sets up the next match because then we see Jey Uso getting ready to come out from the crowd. He comes out, Broncito comes out. They have an awesome match until Broncito decides, I'm gonna throw this computer chair at his face.
That was genius. That was genius. Hock the chair at the man's face.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Because you're like, hey, listen. Ultimately, the plan was just to physically break down Penta, Sami, and Jey Uso. So he's like, you know what? I'm tired of wrestling. I don't want to deal with this anymore. So just give me the chair. And as you're running at me, I'm just going to spike you in the face with it. So genius. I loved it. From a heel aspect, I loved it. I'm like, yes, you know what? Just be over it. Just be over it and just say, chair to the face. And now here comes because it was Tsunami Fest. Or no, he only got 2 off before Jason Jordan and
Adam Pearce and friends shut it down.
And here come the official, the referees who can't hold anybody back. Like, so
yeah.
Yeah, just this dismantling of, you know, Jey Uso and Sami Zayn and Penta, and it's just like, once again, a love letter to Seth Rollins,
pretty much.
Like, and I'm just like, unnecessary, like, especially with him having the Money in the Bank briefcase, it's just unnecessary.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. But then we get 2 back-to-back promos. We get the LA Knight promo to Seth, you know, and literally I zoned out because I wrote down in my notes, I said, you know, I like LA Knight promos live more than I do video. You know what I mean? Like video pre-recorded. I was like
the video package.
Yeah, it was too polished. I was like, no, man, you're better on the mic when it's like you have to think on your feet and, like, you know, really get at these, you know, wrestlers and try to break them down and stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's what I wrote, man. Being honest.
That's what I wrote, man.
That's what and then we get the Rhea promo, which is funny.
Hang on. I'm gonna do you one better. I ain't even write nothing.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Because
I was like, you know what? This truly is doing like I'm good, man.
Yeah. But no. But going back into Rhea's. So when the Rhea replay started, right? I'm gonna call it a replay because it started off as a promo where she's like talking to us and like, you know, Io has said she's one of the best, and then I'm like, okay, let's get this promo, and then it's just like a bunch of replays of everything that they've been through, you know, before Mania, up to Mania, and then until now, and I'm just like, so this is not a promo, it's a replay, or they try to do a little bit. He's like, hey guys, we gave a good amount of replays and a good amount of promos tonight, but guess what? With Rhea, we're gonna do a replay promo. It's just like, oh,
we're doing a Romo.
a Romo.
Doing a Romo. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Rhea, I love it.
A Rhea Romo.
That's up there with Beachin. I love it.
A Ripley Romo.
Let's go. Ripley Romo. Let's go, bro.
Ripley Romo. Let's go.
Write this down, please,
bro. Once again, patent pending or trademark or whatever it is. What I need, I gotta do something, right?
Patent pending.
Pending, whatever. 2 of these things, man. I'm gold. I'm giving gold is the thing, and it's just not being as appreciated as it should be.
I mean, I appreciate it, brother. Believe me, I do.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. At least somebody does.
Nah, man, the listeners appreciate it too, man. Watch. Somebody will comment. He's like, yes, Romo. But then my favorite match of the night, we get El Grande Americano, which, man, he's looking fit. I think since he lost a little bit of weight, he looks taller. So I was really happy with this match with against Dragon Lee because that finish at the end, that flying headbutt, awesome, brother. Let me tell you, match of the night. What your thoughts, Primo?
It's like you want me to jump to this camera and beat the shit out of you.
What do you mean? It was a really good match, bro.
Ludwig Kaiser, man.
No, it's not Ludwig, bro.
This is so funny, man. I was like Michael Cole is just like, what is happening? Yo, I'm back to this being amusing because, and it sucks. It sucks that unfortunately Gable is hurt, and so he can't be doing this role. I'm back to thinking this is kind of funny and stupid. And I mean, Kaiser's a good. He's they have to get something for him. They're trying to push him. He's Stratton's boo thing, so they want to keep her happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fine. It's the way the match ended with him having the medal in his faceplate, or Cole alluding to the fact that he had the medal in the faceplate, the way the old Grande Americano did. But
What
yeah, it was funny.
It's the same dude, bro.
Bro, man.
Like, come on.
Because at the American Made thing earlier, the dumb Brutus brother, the one that's supposed to be the dumb one, is like, what? How can Grande Americano accept the match? Chad Gable hurt.
I don't think he said it like that, but I guess that's the way you heard it.
That's how I heard it, dude. Because that haircut, I couldn't hear anything past it. So yeah, man. The Brutus bomb. Yeah, man. So yeah. So yeah, no, Ludwig Kaiser, good. Like I said, entertaining. I want to see how this unfolds, because I don't know how long Gable is going to be out for. So
okay, well,
it could be an extended amount of time.
I was going to say, all joking aside, right? I think it'd be awesome if like Ludwig does fall in love with the character. So when Chad comes back, there's two of them now. So it's going to be a mask versus mask match.
So wait, is this like, wasn't it like a Sin Cara versus Sin Cara?
Right.
And then, because I know there was an Undertaker.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
oh my gosh. If we get a Grande Americano versus extra Grande Americano, would be amazing.
But that's what I'm saying. How long is Gable going to be out for? Is this something like, is Gable going to be back in 3 weeks, or are we talking 2 months?
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that's what I want to see, kind of how this is going to play and move along.
Yeah. But then we get Penta and Paul Heyman in the back, talking Spanish to each other. Again, man, they're just having fun talking Spanish. But Paul Heyman got the cojones to go up to Penta and tell him, "Esta noche no es tu noche, hijo de poop." And I was like, yo, I was shocked. What are you doing, Paul?
I was shocked as shit. Like, I'm sitting there, I was like, because I sat there for a second, I'd like pause it. Because I got through most of it, and then I was sitting there and I'm like, all right, I'm getting Little Man down, and then I can get through the last 20 minutes, because that was the last 20 minutes. I get Little Man down, the last 20 minutes, and then we'll start. And so I hear that, and I literally had like paused it, and I looked around my living room, and I'm by myself, and I'm just like, did he just say you're the Buddha?
Right.
I had to rewind this, and then he did, and I was like, hey,
yeah, he did.
Cool. Like, all right, let's go.
And then Penta comes back with the "Esta noche es mi noche, cabrón," and I was like, yo, let's go. And then Bron is like, hey, you respect the Oracle, and I'm like, bro, shut up.
Mind yours. Mind yours.
Business.
Okay, nobody's talking to you. Get your ass away from me. Just be gone.
Be gone. All right, get lost in your fields somewhere else, brother.
Bum.
But then, shocking, we get another promo package, and this time is Stephanie Vacar.
Well, this is just a package. This isn't a promo. This is
package promo. Package.
This is just a package. Right. This is just a video package about how she dominates.
Yes.
All right.
And then we get Gunther, Gunther. And then he comes out and he tells the world that Goldberg is afraid of him. And then as soon as he finishes that sentence, Goldberg pulls up in this beautiful red, sports car from like 1969. He probably got it from one of his garage, right? Because he collects cars. And pulls up to the parking lot to walk through Gorilla to come outside to the ring, into the ring. So I thought he would like at least bring the car inside, right?
No, because he can't. He'll end up crashing that car or something. Because that's a rental. Because they're in Providence, and the man lives in Atlanta, so that's a rental.
I think that's Guy Fieri's car.
Right? And they're like, "Hey, Bill, just pull up and park it, and then don't do anything else. Get out, just be done with it. Leave the keys in the ignition, and just stop."
Yeah. And then, Goldberg gets in Gunther's face and he's like, why wait till Saturday? Let's go now. Hit me. And then Gunther goes for it. Goldberg blocks it, knocks him down, and then sets up to do the spear. And then Gunther gets out of the ring, walks away. And I was just like, this was a waste of 10 minutes.
You loved every second of it. I'm tired.
Bro, I don't like when Gunther gets punked, bro. I don't like that, especially from Goldberg.
Well, Gunther is a punk. That's why. Walter's ass.
Bro.
What?
Bro,
But.
Respect the ring general.
No,
man.
I will not.
But
Walter. I remember when he was fat Walter, and he was chubbing over his briefs or whatever he wears, and no,
but you know what's funny about that? You've seen that meme where it's like a picture of fat Walter and fat Damian Priest, and they're like, "Dang, I need to get a WWE contract because that'll change your life." And it shows the before and after.
Yeah, not wrong.
But then we get the previews of the match, for Saturday night's main event and Evolution. So far for Saturday night's main event, we only got 3 matches. It's Seth versus LA Knight, Randy Orton versus Drew, and Gunther versus Goldberg, and then Evolution. Woo, we have Tiffany versus Trish, Jade versus Naomi, the Fatal 4-Way, Kabuki Warriors, Judgment Day, Charlotte and Bliss, and Sol Ruka and Zyra. Then we got JC Jane versus Jordan Grace for the NXT title. I think that's what's adding extra because now they're throwing NXT titles in there. Then you got the triple threat IC match, which is Bayley, Becky, and Lyra. And then you got the women's battle royal, the winner gets a match in Paris for that PLE. And then finally we got Io versus Rhea. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches. So it's a lot.
That's definitely a lot. But I mean, 3 hours, probably 2.5 hours. I mean, this is designed for the ladies, and then also, you're not going to have probably as many promos because you're not going to have the promos that are on Raw for the men. You're going to have so you're going to have a lot more. This was definitely going to be more match heavy, as we said before.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I know. But then we get the main event of the evening, which I thought was the match of the night. And this is what I wrote before you tell me your feelings, because you really are on one today.
You know what? I'm tired of
you. But I literally wrote, awesome match. As much as I don't like Seth Rollins, he really is good in the ring, and you got to give him props. He's really good. I mean, especially with somebody like Penta, just seeing 2 different styles, 2 different worlds colliding in that sense, and being for both of them as awesome as they are to pull it off. It was great to see. But then obviously towards the end of the match, Seth Rollins has to cheat to win with the low blow with the head.
With his head, yeah, man.
His forehead.
He used his head. Like, I'm like, what? Que pasa? What?
Yeah, que pasa? But then he gets the win. And then as they're celebrating, Paul calls the dogs to come out. And then that's where we get.
Which also, okay. What is so Seth is like, call them, get them down here now. So
get down here now.
Does Paul Heyman have a Nextel that he chirping, or like he picks up his phone like it's a walkie-talkie? Get down here now, and then here come freaking Dumb and Dumber like just down the ramp, and I'm just like,
they're taking their sweet time too.
Yeah, no, but send it to be like, get down here now, send text or whatever. So that's what I believe. Get down here now. What did you do? So you had him on speakerphone the entire time?
Yeah.
In your pocket?
Should we come down yet? No, not yet.
No. Hold tight. Hold tight. Like, so just,
yeah.
But once again, small things, nitpicking. This segment bothers me because this whole Seth Rollins thing bothers me.
Right.
That's why.
But I mean, the plus side of the evening and what concluded the episode was LA Knight getting a sneak attack on Seth Rollins, giving him the final moment of the night. And then we get executive producer Paul Levesque, Lee Fittings.
Right.
Yeah. Very happy with it. Very happy with the ending, at least.
Well, so LA Knight's going to get his ass handed to him.
Oh, absolutely. Right. Because your theory of You got the last moment. I think it's been pretty true so far, right?
I mean, it generally kind of holds right? for the most part. It kind of holds. But I mean, just I get it. No, it's fine. It was good.
Yeah.
But once again, like I mean, Seth and his boys win everything. So now they're just like the most unstoppable force that there is. It's like, okay, all right, this is. I don't know. I feel like there could be more balance somewhere.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm nitpicking. Like I truly feel like I'm nitpicking.
No, I don't necessarily disagree with that. I mean, I think ultimately we've been so spoiled with good episodes of Raw, and actually short episodes of Raw, right? Because they're usually like 2 hours, 2:10 at most, right. And we still have an action-packed full episode. And I think what really aggravated us about this episode, at least these are my final thoughts on it, is just that it was 2 hours and a half, and we got about 70% promos and video packages and just set up for the next 2 PLEs. And I'm just like, okay, but I don't really need that. Give me matches, give me new stories that you're gonna, conclude at SummerSlam or at Clash of in Paris or something else, man. Right. Plant some seeds. Don't just set up a show. Plant some seeds, man. That's it.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's actually a great way to look at it, because you don't just have to. You're going to be wrapping up storylines enough when you get here. You don't have to keep kind of feeding into it. We all know what's at stake. You can start 1 or 2 things here, like you said, plant the seed. You did enough promos. When Penta was walking out, also New Day was hanging with Grayson Waller again.
Yeah. Yeah, like where's the payoff for that? Like, what are we doing with that?
Man, unless Grayson Waller comes out like he's in the play, hate his ball with a pimp outfit, I'm good. I don't need it. But no, it was. You're right. It's plant seeds. You're right. Just like you have an opportunity to do something else, and a show like this is a perfect opportunity to do that, because it gives people a new interest. Instead of being like they're just wrapping this up or they're just prolonging this, they're setting this up for the match here, like something like that, where you're like, oh, okay, cool, something, kind of new. All right, let's see how this goes, or let's see what direction they're going to kind of go in. This is kind of interesting. So, I think opportunity lost, and I think you're 100% correct. That is a great way to look at that.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, bro. Sometimes I have, decent thoughts, especially when I come prepared and we come prepared and we're just ready to talk about this,
When you're not misnaming, announcers or forgetting superstars' names.
Braxton.
Hey, man.
But on that note, let's take this opportunity to go ahead and thank every single one of our listeners. Let me tell you guys continue to spread the word, spread the love, and just get our show, our podcast, our info out there, because we've seen an increase on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, and we are super, super excited. I'm again want to shout out all the people that I've met in the last couple of shows, friends and wrestlers alike. Super, super excited to see what the future holds for us, and just really grateful that you guys are really going on this ride with us, because we truly, truly, truly cannot do this without you guys. And just keep listening, keep supporting, keep liking, keep throwing ideas. I mean, we mean it when we say that the email works on the website. You could send us DMs directly through Instagram. Give us ideas. Give us, if you want to come onto the show and talk about something, let us know. We'll make it happen, guys. But thank you again, everyone, for being awesome, for listening, and coming along the journey with us, because this is awesome. That's all. I mean, I'm just happy, man. It's a good day. Today was a good day, brother.
Awesome. I'm happy it was a good day. Mine was quite good today as well. Got to hang with the kid, play in the pool, do a bunch of fun stuff. It's great.
Go pool.
So, just primosforlife.com. That's where you guys can go, and then once again, I'm going to stand up, give everyone a little shot of the merch.
That's right. Look at that. Bam. Shout outs to A Celebrated Moment for creating these amazing shirts, hats, things for us. Hit us up if you're interested.
And our design team. So thank you, everybody, once again, for everything, and the listens, the likes. Please listen, like, tell everybody, let us know if you want to do something, because we're here, but you guys got to also kind of follow through. If you want to talk about something, just let us know. Like,
yeah, we'll make it happen.
We're down. Yeah. So we got a lot of pay-per-views and PLEs coming up, SummerSlam, stuff like that. So, we can talk about moments, things like that. If you guys want to join us and, talk about one of the Raws or SmackDowns before we get there, please feel free.
Yeah.
Thank you, family, friends, everybody. We appreciate everything. We wouldn't do this without you, because you just make us want to have more and more fun while we do this. And so,
exactly.
Thank you wholeheartedly.
Exactly. Bueno, primo. With that being said, como siempre, you know what to do.
Yes. Well, as we just thanked and said our pieces to everybody, once again, we appreciate all the love and everything you guys have to give, the time that you give. That's most important. So, that being said, we will see you when we see you.
Yeah, we will see you when we see you. Take care, everybody.
Good night.